But alas, that is not the card of the week. And now we're going to talk about the card of the week. This has been a really weird episode just because it's been
all over the place.
It's been kind of all over the place. But okay, so we just got done talking about lore, right? Yes. And now we're going to talk about a game where I don't really know much of the lore. Because this game we started playing last week.
This game is all over the place.
This game is all over the place, but it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is.
Dude, this game is fun. It's from Shadowverse Evolve. Okay.
Good thing the lore doesn't matter for this game.
Yeah. Does the lore matter for any anime TCG?
No. The waifus do. The anime waifus matter.
All right. So so this is from Shadowverse Evolve. We played like every starter deck. We played we have played every single starter deck.
One now.
And they're
tier list coming out soon.
They're all unique and interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. So this card, so the cards, or the way Shadowverse works, okay, is this also is a digital game. The digital game has been out for a while. Okay.
Yeah, a couple of years.
The digital game has 8 classes, I think.
Yeah.
And the physical Shadowverse Evolve only has 6 classes. Yep. Okay. So this card, okay, we're gonna throw this card up. Right. It is Titania's Sanctuary. So Titania's Sanctuary is a forest craft card. Okay, so that's one of the classes. Okay,
yes.
So this is a gold rarity card. Okay, and it costs 2 resources. Okay, and it has a fanfare, which essentially means it's an ETB. Okay, and it says give each pixie token on your field +1/+1, +1 attack, +1 defense. And then it says, while this card is on your field, your pixie tokens have a sail. I forgot about that when we were playing our game. Whoopsie. A sail means your pixie tokens can attack unexhausted cards. Because in Shadowverse Evolve, you can either attack your opponent directly or your opponent's leader, or exhausted units on the field.
Yep.
Okay? You cannot attack unexhausted units. Okay. Again, kind of that's similar to a lot of games. Okay. And then this also says, so a sail means you can attack unexhausted ones. And then also has whenever a pixie token is put onto your field, give it +1/+1. Okay. So when I read this card, because of course I picked the green deck, right? Because I know Jim didn't want to play the green deck. All right. So I said, Jim, I will play the green deck. Right. It's not a problem. Don't worry about it. I got you. So I was flipping through the cards, and then I read this card. And so for those of you watching, all right, you'll see my face. Okay, this is literally what my face did when I read the card. I went, all right. I could not believe this was a card. And turns out this is the same card in another class as well. I think it's called Royal Banner, and it's like in a tier 0 deck as well.
4-cost card.
Oh, it is a 4-cost card. This is only 2.
Yeah.
And so this is an amulet, okay, which it's essentially an enchantment, okay. Jim, what did you think when I put this card down?
Dude, I was like, what the was that?
So the interesting thing, and I like this about Shadowverse, okay? Shadowverse as a game is you can only have 5 cards on your field at a time. Okay. Yes. So with Shadowverse Evolve, it's your field, and then there's this EX area, which essentially it's an extension of your hand, right? But your EX area can also hold only 5 cards. Okay. There are other cards that are really cool, which interact with those zones. And anyway, so if Titania Sanctuary is out on board, yes, it actively uses a slot, right? So again, what I think is, you know what I just thought of is Marvel Snap. Like this is kind of like Marvel Snap from the standpoint of you have limited space on your board, right? So I like
why I didn't say Yu-Gi-Oh.
Because I don't play Yu-Gi-Oh. It's right. You were the one who told me about that. Yeah. Right. Yeah. I didn't. I totally forgot about that.
5 monster zone, 5 spell and trap zone.
So it's basically the same.
Yeah.
It's basically.
I plan on using a Yu-Gi-Oh mat whenever we play Shadowverse.
Oh really? Yeah. So again, somebody who's played Yu-Gi-Oh, somebody who has not played Yu-Gi-Oh, right? It's our references are very different, right? So this is an insanely. So, because when I first read this card, like I'm thinking to myself, I'm not going to play this on an open board, right? Because I didn't want to play it on an open board because I lose out on the fanfare. But again, I just read the fanfare, right? So as I kept reading it, I'm like, It literally doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
I will miss out on that. I don't care. Let me get those. Because as I'm thinking about it, I'm like, you know what? His deck probably has nothing that can touch an amulet anyway. So why not? And true, every time I got this out on board, because I played this twice, he didn't touch it at all.
Yeah, no. Yeah. And every single time we played the starter decks, it was everyone won a game and everyone lost a game. And we did it twice for all of them. Yeah.
So a very small sample size, but still.
Perfectly balanced.
Perfectly balanced. As all things should be.
Well, man, it was the second game I remember you playing this. You play on turn 2, but I'm like, I don't care. I'm going first.
It was funny. No, but you got to back up, though, because...
game 1. Okay, yeah, we'll talk game 1.
Because when I drew my opening hand, right, you were like, you have it in your hand, don't you?
Yeah. He's like, I'll keep. I'm like, he's got it.
And when he said it, I'm like, yeah, I got it. No, because I mold that hand away, right? Because I mold the first hand away, I think.
Okay.
I
don't think you did.
I mold a hand. I can't remember if it was that one or not.
Okay.
But yeah, oh my goodness.
Yeah, so it's just like he gave all of the. Oh, and mind you, we first kind of messed up playing the card.
We did.
He gave
Which
all of
most
his
people
pixies.
do.
Yeah. You gave all of your pixies.
Yeah, I did.
Not just the
there were a
tokens.
couple cards that we caught it. We did catch it. It was late for one of them.
Yeah,
but
which at the end it wouldn't have mattered.
It wouldn't have mattered.
It wouldn't have mattered. It was just too much damage.
Correct. Yeah.
And so it's just like getting so much of value off of this card. I'm like,
dude, and this card only costs 2.
I know
it costs 2.
It's so crazy costing 2. That's nuts. To be able to attack your readied things.
I know. I didn't even think. I didn't see that. Guys, I didn't read the card. I just talk about reading a book. I didn't read the card.
And then the 6-drop card in that deck to where it also gives your pixies rush.
Yeah.
2/2 swinging into your untapped card. Like, eat this. And then I have a bunch in my back row too. So it's just like, boop, boop, boop.
Because I think I drew that in my opening hand too.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
Yeah. But Shadow, dude, I had a lot of fun playing that game.
It was a blast.
It was so much fun.
I remember, so it was like a couple months ago when we were like, oh, what card games are we excited for? I say this, we went back and I saw Dan playing the digital card game. And so I go download it and I'm like, I hate this. It was after we played the physical. I'm like, I like the physical one so much more. And so it was just a great time playing it. Super glad we got this stuff.
Oh yeah,
super glad.
Oh yeah. So that is Titania's Sanctuary. Now I have a bunch of Shadowverse cards here.
He's like, hey, I bought some
decks.
Stuff.
Okay. Oh, you know what? I don't think I have the. Actually, do I have? No, I'm not gonna go through all those. But yeah, I have a lot of Shadowverse cards now, guys. And we're going to be playing some decks because I was looking at the meta to see like what decks are good. You can buy decks for pretty cheap for this game, I think. So, so that's good. If you're looking for a card game with some decently priced decks,
for now you can buy them.
Don't go play Lorcana because you can't get those decks are expensive. Dude, those decks are expensive.
Who would have thought?
I know,
you
right?
short print a game and everyone wants it.
Yeah.
Cards are expensive.
Cards are expensive.
Who would have thought?
Cards are expensive. Is Rapunzel still $50?
I think so.
I mean, I need to get. I need a play set.
It hurts me.
It does. It very much does.
Especially since the play set it's 4 copies.
Yeah. Oh. You know that meme about only buying. I just bought a deck.
Dude, Elsa's $800
for the Enchanted. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Rapunzel's still $50.
Oh my goodness.
78 listings.
78 listings, and they're all $50
plus.
Wow.
Market at $56.
Wow.
Elsa Spirit of Winter, 32 doll hairs.
But that Rapunzel, oh man.
Wow.
Do I just need to bite the bullet?
Dan, do we even play this game?
Proxy it up. We'll proxy it up.
Wow. Dude, look at that Simba alt art $181. Whoever sold that card was a genius, man. Dude's great.
Oh, man. All right. So that is this week's card of the week. Titania's Sanctuary. Great card. So